Hello, all you wonderful potatoes. So, another update. Basically, almost a week, about 5 days. Last update was the 3rd of March, this update was the 7th. There was quite a few separate smaller things that happened with this update. So we're gonna start off with every first player starts off in the game, World 1. They've changed the design of World 1. Looks much better, it makes a lot more sense. It used to be a lot bigger and a lot more open space for no reason. First time playing, you didn't know where to go. Now, it's a bit more clear, you can see more things. Leaderboards, you still got them. I don't know if they might be adding another one for the guilds. The guild system has been added, we will talk upon that just now. So I'm curious if they're going to add another leaderboard. You still got the big ship. Still got a bit of a little, don't know what this is, like a little chill area. Okay, so then the fisherman and blacksmith or workshop sort of just switched sides. Bosses are still the same. Then we've got the guild NPC, which is the big part of this update, I would say the biggest. I currently do not have a guild, I am not a part of a guild. I do have some things of what the guild looks like. There is a shop system, then there is also a daily reward for logging in and going to the guild. And then there is a page that says that it's coming soon, where you can have guild wars. How this is gonna go, I don't know if it's gonna, I assume it's gonna be a new PvP system, since they did take away the PvP slots from the main area, the first world. And then we also have this portal, Guild Island Portal. So, not sure how they're gonna go about this, but I would assume that you're gonna do the war. The war's gonna have something to do with the islands, probably. So, then you still got World 2, 3, 4. To my knowledge, nothing's changed at 2 and 3rd World. Let me just get my little swim mount. So, the only new thing at World 3 is if you come swim down and you go to the starter boss. You come over here, in through the elevator. And then you teleport over to this little sandy place. You're not underwater here, so you can breathe, so you don't need your mount. So, there's containment 1, 2, and 3. 1 is lit up a different color. 2 and 3 have nothing so far. So, I assume it's just under construction, and they're gonna add it later, because if it was only gonna be the 1, then why add these? So both of them are just dead ends. You can come to containment number 1. It's a little bit of a pathway. Then you got a little display thing over here to your right. You can come through the glass if you want. There's nothing over here, just little visual mechs of some sort. To my knowledge, there's nothing to do actually with that yet, so you'll probably just be running past that. If you carry on coming down, you'll see a secret challenge code 11. So if you remember, there's a secret boss on World 2, now there's a secret boss on World 3. This Core of Infinity, that's the main thing you'll be doing this for, if not the coins. The coins, this is a very good way of getting coins if you use boosters and you have a high coin boost. So then it's a very good way of getting coins rather than farming Infinity Tower. The only thing with this boss is, if I'm not mistaken, it has an hour-long cooldown. You would rotate between doing this, doing Infinity Tower, doing this, doing Infinity Tower. So there has also been a change to the Infinity Tower. We will talk about that after World 4. So, the thing about this boss is we can get a lot of XP from this. Obviously you'll see a different amount of XP that I'm getting from you if you're a different Rebirth. But I'm Rebirth 21 and I'm getting billions. So, to my knowledge, this is the new fastest way to get XP from the game. With the Rebirth requirement, it sort of slowed down a lot of people because they couldn't, with the XP problem that was happening at first with the initial update. A lot of people got more power than levels, or yeah, a lot more power than Rebirths. I'm not going to even fight this guy, I can't do it. So they could do higher level bosses, but they didn't have the Rebirth requirement to activate it. So a lot of people were stuck. So a lot of people were complaining about that. So the next thing I'm going to show you is they've removed the Rebirth requirement. It's quite a mess. The initial update, they added World 4, the XP wasn't scaled properly, so people were getting XP. The higher level players were complaining that lower level players could get to their point within a few, maybe a day, of what took them a week, a month, however long. So all the high level players were, or not even high, mid to high, they were complaining and asking for a Rebirth requirement. The devs added the Rebirth requirement in the last patch update, and then people started complaining that they shouldn't be stopped from doing a higher level boss if they're better just because there's a Rebirth requirement. Like, there was people who were doing the main boss, defeating the boss with 100 mil at power, even though he had a recommendation of 300 mil. A lot of people were complaining, saying, I'm able to do this, but because of my Rebirth, I'm locked. So I'm being punished for other people's doings. Put it that way. A lot of people complained, so now they've removed the Rebirth requirement. But they did balance out the XP. By doing this boss, you get a lot less XP from the minions. So they've removed the Rebirth requirement, but you get less XP. So then, also another thing with World 4, they added a new battle map. As you can see, it's not like the others. They called this one the Battlefield, I think it was called. So as you can see, I only got a few mil of XP. Something else I want to show you guys here is also the new enemies. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. I will have to look for a new one of those. So, there's archers now, ranged enemy. They're not too bad if you move. But obviously most players just play like this, they just stand still, so you will get hit by it, but he takes a long wind-up speed, so if you really are pushing your power limit with a new boss, you could possibly dodge him. Then there's also arrows that stick to you, which is quite interesting. Then there's also another enemy I want to show you guys. There was 2 new ones added. Oh, I didn't even see him, okay. That little explosion, that's the new enemy. I'll try and find him in the next wave. So 2 new enemies, one ranged and one that explodes. He runs up to you and explodes. He looks pretty cute. He looks like he wants hugs. Do not hug him. Let's see if he spawns. Is he gonna spawn at this bunch? Yes. So you see the little pink mushroom guy explodes when he's in proximity. I'm not too sure on the exact timing for dodges. I haven't messed around with this World 4 since the new best way to level up is a secret boss in World 3. Alright, so Infinity Tower. The layout of everything still stayed the same, just you got the new guild NPC, which I did show you guys. You can also go through to it here. If you click this little arrow, you'll see a new icon underneath your missions, where you have the 3 tab. You can create a guild for 2,000 Orion Amethysts. I don't have enough. I'm going to be saving up so I can make a guild. If you guys want to join, I will let you guys know when this is up. So, you have different colors you can choose from, different icons. So you choose whatever, you choose your name, your bulletin, then your power requirement. So, you can either have 0 requirement, 1k, 10k, 100k, 1 mil, 10 mil, 100 mil, and that's it. So if you want a serious clan or guild, you would want to put it to 100 mil. Because there is a leaderboard for the guilds. So then there's instant access, need confirm. That's how people will join. Then public or not. If I'm not mistaken, public just means anyone can join. Private means that they need to be added, but through their name by you. There is a guild join where there's it shows you a list of guilds. So if you want to join one, you go and request. Then the person will have to accept it. And we have guild ranking. This is the leaderboard. If you want to be on top of the leaderboard, then that's why you would have that requirement set to 100 mil. This is the reason why I was talking about the leaderboards on World 1. I wonder if they're going to add a new one for these. So then boss challenges, there's nothing changed to this. You can still gain tickets. 3 a day, and then the 4th boss still is not here. Then you've got the workshop. Now, Infinity Tower, this is something a bit more interesting that they've changed. If you go to the store, you'll see something missing. They've taken away the emblem exchange to the tickets. So now you get tickets directly from doing a boss. You have a 5% chance for every world boss, the main boss that you kill, of getting 1 ticket. Instead of the prior system where you had a 10% chance for every kill, but you needed 3 for 1 ticket. So they've reduced it to 1, but reduced the percentage of to 5%. So it's half the chance, but you only need 1. I haven't done the math to see if it's better. I'm sure someone has, but I haven't. Then there was also a weapon glitch. As soon as the update came out, if you rejoined the server, if you were playing and you left and rejoined, you would get multiple of an illusory weapon. It was specifically this one here. Doesn't show anymore. I will show some pictures of it. It was quite a funny thing. People were getting inventories full of the things. So that was something. They had to restart the server, I think like 3 or 4 times after the update for everything settled down. So, for everyone asking, new XP method, do the secret boss on World 3 if you can. Infinity Tower is still the best way to get coins. And then have a good day.